Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is a Let's Play of Trails of Cold Steel 2, a part of 116. In the previous video, we actually made our way into the Reverie Corridor, made a little bit of progress. We're at the second refight. I don't know how I feel about it just making you refight the cryptids that, at least they were optional fights, so maybe you didn't necessarily have fought them previously, but it does feel a little lame that it's just the exact same fights you've already done.
Stay sharp,
I mean,
guys.
I guess they have like slightly more HP. I did remember to equip green pendulums because I remembered what this guy did. So we got that going for us at least. I don't really know what I want to do with you, Reen, right now. I think we just want you to build CP. So actually just kind of stand here and crescent mirror.
I'll handle this.
Now's our
chance. Don't let it pass. What?
That miss Elliot, or did that not hit him? Because they're two very different things.
Arcus activate!
Now, it has been a little bit since I recorded the last video, just because I had to,
Sure thing.
render out the video that the last video, so that it could go up today. Now, what's your thing? You're slightly weak to time, which is pretty good for us. I think you're free to just start blasting. I don't care if he heals because we haven't hurt him yet. Actually, you're hurting him now. So I do care that you heal, but whatever. We'll just pretend we didn't cast that spell.
Okay.
Now, Tobal is not immune. He only has a 70% chance to ignore all that stuff. I'm surprised that doesn't count as a magic attack. I guess since it doesn't actually do damage, but...
Arcus activate!
Bro, Reen, why are you so slow?
Very well.
Like, we had you cast one spell and it's been 1,000 years.
Now's our chance. To me. Don't let it pass. Sit. Sure thing. Arcus active. No, you don't.
I forgot you can do that.
Let's move.
Thankfully, you know, Crescent Mirror exists. Let's not Spirit Unification just yet.
Ha!
It's my turn!
I'm up! Arcus active. Very well.
Oh, you're actually weak to water? You blasted?
Here we go.
Now you can go for it.
Ha! Let's move. Burn to fall. Now's our chance.
Oh, your movement's down. What are you gonna do? Oh, you can't move as much. Oh, you just stay stationary the whole time and never actually move anyway? Okay.
Ready to go.
That's cool. I mean, do what you want to do, man.
Activate.
I guess, you know, we don't need to re-up just yet.
Arcus activate!
I'll handle this.
Oh, the free Maelstrom.
Here's one on me.
With the art support, Catboy Usus way stronger than regular Usus by far.
My turn.
He's got a power level that cannot be matched. This is only your first, so I think you do one regular hit so we can get another Flame Dragon off.
Ha! Allow me.
I think I'd rather have one Flame Dragon than 2 Arc Slashes.
Try this!
My turn. Now's our chance.
To me.
Don't let it pass. Burn to fall. Now!
I'll back you up!
I'm up. Arcus activate. Too slow. Here you go.
Okay.
You know, we're getting him. Slow and steady wins the race and all that. We probably should have healed Reen, but...
Let's move.
Oh, you're fine, buddy.
Focus, activate. Ready to go. Huh.
30K, 18K,
Okay.
Bro, Toval, you were like running through mana like crazy. You're not even like using strong spells.
Very
well.
well.
Get... Well, let's go ahead and ult here so that you don't get the crit. Wait, that's not how I wanted this to work. Just completely forgot fundamental game mechanics for a second.
Very well.
Just a casual 16K heal.
Ready to go.
I mean, it's not that big a deal at this point, but...
It's my turn.
My
Okay.
turn.
We win. The Magic Squad is logged online.
What a waste of our time. Let's go.
I mean, I kind of have to agree, Eustace. It's a little bit of a waste of my time.
Great. Looking good.
Because it's kind of like, hey, remember those crypto fights that were already, like, kind of too easy when you fought them
Matter of course.
50 hours ago? Here's the exact same fight.
I've got it.
Done. I'm awesome.
Yeah, these cryptids aren't easy. See, Reen, this is why you're stinky. You aren't hurt or something, are you? Oh, it's nothing. I've always still got a mountain of challenges waiting for us in here. Can we not? Can we, like, just be done? Don't make me refight every single cryptid. You'd think we'd be feeling worried or apprehensive because of it, but I don't. No matter what we've been faced with, as long as we were together, we were unbeatable. All that experience and knowledge again has made a part of me strong, has become a part of me and made me stronger. It's manifested as cat-like reflexes. My time in class 7 has allowed me to find a new me that I didn't even know existed. I'm glad of that too. We're class 7, we can do anything. Except for, you know, do the whims of an evil dictator. So I don't doubt for a moment that we can overcome this, just as we have everything before it. If we make use of everything, the 10 of us, no, the 11 of us, though, have gained as a class. We won't lose to anyone, but like, there's not 10 of us here, nor are there 11 of us. I mean, it's a good speech, Reen. It would have more impact if everyone else was actually here. Let's keep up the good work. There's no need to try and rush through when we can take it one step at a time. This will be our final achievement as a class, so let's make it count. Right. Understood. Hello, this is Reen speaking. Hey there, can you hear me okay? Hey, George, I'm surprised you can get a signal in here. Something wrong? Nothing's wrong, but I have some cool news to share with you. We're just making a few modifications to the orbit charging station in the base area. You should be able to use it to make and insert those EX orbs Clara put together for Valimar before— oh god. No more Valley combat. Gaius, where are you? Wow, that's great. Thanks, George. I'll have to look at it next time I'm back there. He really is amazing. The monster's only going to get stronger from here. There's no reason not to make sure Valimar is at his best. You can do stuff. Cool. I think I was planning to go back, but let's go ahead and get to the next cryptid.
Let's go, go, go!
You already said that, but let's go and get to the next cryptid, and then we will probably go do some talking to people. Sir, like,
That one's gonna be a pain.
I want to get past
Careful.
you, but I'm scared. Okay. There's a damn dinosaur in the way, man. I don't really know if I have anything to talk about, really. But if I'm being completely honest, now that I already kind of like badly
That one's gonna
rambled
be a
about
pain.
the
Careful.
diversement, what I can't remember what it was called, but it was something like that. I do, like, I'm still kind of, like, mixed on this whole final dungeon section.
Watch out! This is.
Are you okay?
Part of me is kind of like,
Handle this.
oh, this is
We should
cool.
be- as if I have time
And then
for the
another
likes
part of
of
me is
you.
just like, come on. I think it wouldn't bother me so much. I mean, them adding the new characters is something, but I do feel like combat, like, hasn't progressed in a very long
How much
time.
longer do we have to go?
Like, we've been using the same basic stuff.
Are you sure we should be going up against that thing?
Like, we haven't really gotten anything new since, like, the spirit shrines.
Watch out!
40
This is a-
videos ago.
You okay?
Thanks. Here I go. We have to retreat. Sure thing.
Didn't work.
Let's bet. See ya.
That
And
one's
I don't know,
gonna
I
be a
just feel like the
pain.
combat, it's not really that
Careful.
the combat's worse in this game. I think it's just the difficulty mod isn't quite as good as the difficulty mod for the first game. Just overall.
Oh, thank goodness. We should be able to rest here.
But just keep making us fight the joke ones too. Like, you weren't even like a real cryptid. You were like a joke cryptid. But let's go talk to everyone in Trista. There's no way dialogue updates after each cryptid fight, right? I mean, maybe you say something different now, but I made a few adjustments to that orbit charging station next to the elevator. If I did it right, you should be able to use it to make and insert EX Sword to Valimar. Should be pretty handy. That's awesome, thanks. Honestly, all this cool stuff you guys get to do is making me jealous. Crow might be able to join you for this. And I'll do all I can to help fill the void. Have you reached out to Mother and Father since you were last in Ymir by any chance? No. I have, actually. Okay, yep. Sent a letter while I was in Crossbell. If it hasn't arrived yet, it should be there any day now. I see. But, might I ask why you didn't make the time to come back and visit Ymir? Angst. I'm an angsty... Reen's an angsty boy now. Well, it's the end of the year. I can't exactly skip classes, and my friends will be gone before too long. Yeah, that's it. I'm not wanting to make excuses to not visit my family because of crippling, you know, angst. And I'm still not sure I can bring myself to talk to Mom and Dad right now. I shared what they told me for the battle on Heimdall. I guess they probably thought keeping the truth of my birth was for my own good. That doesn't exactly make all this any easier. I mean, I do kind of understand the angst and anger there. I feel like that's something Reen should have been told. If I may, you've been away for so long that our parents are starting to worry about you. So perhaps next time I go back to Ymir, could you join me? You sure, Elise? Well, if that's what you say, then I think that sounds like a great idea. I'd be a terrible son if I didn't make an effort to go see them, wouldn't I? You said it, not me. Hey, that's my line. You're not quite there quite yet, but one day I bet you kids will be even stronger than the folks like me who came before. Just take things one step at a time. Heimdall wasn't built in a day, after all. Yeah, that's what you say. Some might see this as a trial. This trial as a challenge, but I see it as an opportunity for the second years to show off a little. Just watch and learn. Young Reen will show you kids how it's done. And if you get my help, just ask. I can show off while backing you up too, but like all you kind of suck. Honestly, I can't remember if this is new dialogue or not for some of these characters. I mean, I know we hadn't talked to you because you were in our party, but... Oh god, what do you want now? Oh, this is wonderful. I never thought the day would come when I could fight alongside you all like this. I can hardly wait to tell Cedric when I'm back at the palace. I mean, it seems kind of weird for you to say that when we've kicked you out of the party. Has he recovered now, incidentally? Yeah, he's largely back to normal now. He had to take it easy for a month or so after what happened. But these days, he's regained most of his energy and is generally doing very well. Not quite well enough that he's likely to be able to attend the welcoming ceremony here at the end of the month, though. Alright, the boys of the Imperial family do traditionally attend Thor's, don't they? It nearly slipped my mind. Isn't he like... I thought he was like 2 years younger than Reen. He was supposed to start here this year, then. That was the plan. He's incredibly frustrated not to be able to, though. He was looking forward to coming here while you were still at the academy. That really is a shame, but after all that's happened, I think it's better to err on the side of caution. It's not too late for him to come to the academy next year, even if we won't get to enjoy being here at the same time. I'll be sure to pass that along to him. Speaking of, something nearly slipped my mind too. I said I needed to give you. It's a letter from my brother, my elder brother this time. Oh god, I don't know if I want it. Reen took the letter from Princess Alphen.
Hey there, Reen. I'm glad to hear you were able to safely return to the academy. In truth, I fully intended to come along and see you in person, but it was unfortunately not meant to be, so this letter will have to do. With how serious you always seem to be, I'd wager you're feeling more than a little conflicted right now. About who you are, what you should do, what your place in this world is. I wish I could help you figure them out. But there are no simple answers to those questions. And even if there are, I certainly don't have them. All I can do is impart to you these words. There are no heroes in this world. Many people are held to be just that. Like the beloved Dreikels the Lionheart, the famed Lance Maiden, and even our favorite Chancellor. But no matter how much they achieve or how popular they become, they are humans just like the rest of us. They doubt themselves just like us. They feel conflicted just like us. They question their decisions just like us. You're no different from them either. You're not a hero. You're simply a student like any other. You doubt yourself, you feel lost at times. You rely on others when you need to. You make friends, fall in love. Live your life, and live it proudly as yourself. You don't need to try and become someone you're not. I look forward to our next meeting. All the best until that day comes. Olivert Rice Arner.
Oh, Oliver, man. He almost makes me, forgive Reed, not really. I mean, I don't know. It's mainly just a bit at this point, but I don't know what to say. I mean, at the same time, he's definitely... Oliver's right. Also, Reen, do better. That's all I'm saying. Just do better. Just strive to do better in the future. You fucked up. You did something you shouldn't have. Just do better. You have one amazing brother. Don't I? I feel a little ashamed it's taken me so long to notice, but I think I now finally understand what he's been fighting for. Together, just how perilous the situation in Erebony continues to be. But I also believe that no matter what happens, he won't give up that fight and he'll come out victorious in the end. I feel exactly the same way. I can't let them fight alone either. Thank you very much for delivering this to me, Your Highness. You're quite welcome, Reed. That is a really neat little extra bonus thing. There really is a kind of special bond between everyone in Class 7, isn't there? As envious as I am, I think that's going to be the key to making things right. I don't know how much use I can really be to you as part of that, but I want to stick with you all until the very end. And we probably should kick some people out of the party that I don't know if we've talked to. I can't remember who we haven't. Like, who was in the party earlier? I mean, I guess we can just put the people that we just talked to in. Like Toval, I don't know if you talked to Toval. I feel like it should be really tough, but it's oddly fun. Class 7's gonna be stronger than I thought I'd be, I guess, and there's still room for improvement. We're just making sure we've talked to everyone, I guess. Okay, this seems vaguely familiar, and this is as good an opportunity as any to show how much I can't read today, man. My brain, after like 10 days of not recording anything, my brain is not up to the task, or not recording anything. I think I said not reading anything. I have read at least some words in the last 10 days, against my will. Occasionally, I'm forced to engage in the art of reading. I'm ever so happy to see how much you've all grown during your time in Class 7, the love you have for one another, and the bonds you forge over the year will be your strength from here on forward. That's not to say that you're done growing, of course. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Toval, buddy! Sure wasn't expecting things to turn out like this when I wandered over here. Still, should be a good chance for Sarah and I to get a bit of light exercise before things get really busy. We'll be counting on you. Actually, does having the Courageous out of service now? Sure does. It's not being used for anything right now. Official reason is that it's not needed anymore now that the factions are both getting along and the country's at peace. Keeping them in check and serving as a deterrent was its main purpose, after all. Based on that wording, I'm guessing the unofficial reason is that the government's been pressuring you? I'll leave that to your imagination. Just don't make the mistake of thinking Prince Oliver or the Viscount have given up or anything. I haven't either. As soon as they feel the time's right to act, I'll be right there with them. That's reassuring to hear. I'm probably not someone who should be saying this with all I've been doing these past few months, but I'll be rooting for you. Cheers! Anyway, forget all the heavy crap now. We gotta sort everything out here first. If you ever need me, just give me a call, Marcus. I'll be right there to back you up. It's wild to see how much you kids have grown since I first met you. If young people like you are taking the lead, I think your generation's gonna do some great things for this nation. I gotta sort this building out and show me that my faith isn't misguided. I mean, maybe. Okay, I kind of remember this, and now's not the time for me to reminisce. It's a time for, maybe, I don't know. Part of me's like, I feel like I've read this, but at the same time, I'm like, I have no memory of this dialogue. Still have a long road ahead of us, and every step of the way, our foes just keep getting stronger. It's nothing we can't handle. We just need to shift up a gear. I get it, bikes, haha. Bike go burr. I'm Angelica. I expect there are a few cases in history's pages with this many secondary contractors gathering around one awakener. I believe it was fate that made it possible. You and your classmates are destined to gather as one. Green, show me the power of your bonds, the power that allows you to achieve the impossible and exceed expectations. And I think they really went out of the way to update dialogue after every fucking cryptid. Bro, how much, like, stop writing. Stop. Regular NPCs better not have updated dialogue, okay? I'm just gonna say it. If you better say some shit that I heard 2 videos ago. I was like, they're cheering you all on as well. Yeah, but I don't know exactly what you have to face. I know you have it all in you to persevere. Okay, that seems familiar. Okay, this is the same. Okay, so we're good here. Fee has plans. She can't join the Year of the VV. That's good. I don't think we had that originally. Okay, more fitting talking music. Sure, there'll be lots of events for us to look forward to as second years. Graduation feels like it's an eternity away, but I'm sure the time will fly before we know it. Let's make it count! We're holding a farewell party for the second years in this dorm next week. The first years are going to be making all the food too. This would be a good chance to show the second years how good of a year cooking for myself has made me. As you can tell, that's all I learned. I didn't actually learn to, you know, read or nothing. Didn't really do too well in those classes. It's my turn to make dinner at the dormitory tonight. Well, I wasn't much of a chef at first. My culinary skills have really improved by leaps and bounds in the past year. I'd like to believe the students here would be inclined to agree too. Character notebook updated. How is our character notebook doing? You're all done. Angelica's not done. Oh, we missed something on Angelica. Okay. RIP 100% completion. If it's just Angelica that prevents us, I'm never gonna forgive her. We missed something on Edel, okay, so it's not just her. And we missed something on Nicholas? I'm surprised. We missed something on Emily? There must have been a section where dialogue updated and I didn't remember? Or I didn't talk to everyone? Huh. I'm surprised we missed something on you, because you haven't been available to talk to for that long. That's odd. The curse of Margarita has loomed over me like a diabolical specter for the better part of a year now, but I'm finally free. As you can imagine, I feel like a new man, though I do feel the tiniest twinge of guilt of rejecting her so utterly. After all, her affection for me was very clearly genuine. I hate to think that I'd truly broken any maiden's heart. Did I say maiden? That would imply some degree of affection for her, which I clearly will not develop. Not a chance. One way or another, I'm just glad to be free of her at long last. I am, aren't I? Then why do I feel this overwhelming sense of foreboding? What a pleasure that Master Vincent managed to resolve the Lady Margarita affair before graduation. And on his own, no less. I'm so proud to see the young master growing up. It was such a joy to see how he and Lady Ferris continue their journey into adulthood in the days and years to come. Master Patrick has grown considerably over the past year. So considerably, in fact, that it takes my every effort to contain my joy, which is why I feel as though we can go our separate ways without regrets. For a while, anyway. Of course, even in my absence, I don't intend to stop serving him. I'll do as much as I am for. I will still do as much for him as I can. Words hard. Read can't. Me Reen, me bad. See, Reen, maybe if you went to school more instead of going to Crossbow to help the Intelligence Division be evil, you would be able to read better. I mean, I'm just saying. Is it fair to blame a fictional character for my own inability to read? No. Am I going to keep doing it? Yes.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
At this child's request, I've now taken under my tutelage in the art of fishing. Can't say I expected much, but she could have far more potential than I ever could have imagined. I'll be sure to take this chance to give her a firm grasp of the basics. It would be terrible to squander such potential, which most assuredly would have been the case, or my loaf of a brother left in charge of teaching her. I want to make sure she has a firm foundation to build upon before I return to Crossbow. Sharpen your senses. You'll let the fish get away with being so lackadaisical. Okay, Kenny 3. How many times was like, stop calling me that? Incompostrous. How is she catching so many giant queen crabs? I am one of the elite 4, and here I am being completely out-crabbed. I cannot afford to lose, or my pride may never recover. I must turn this around. He pushes her in the water. Haha, take that, tiny child.
Perfect for fishing.
I showed her how to catch crabs myself, and here she is, humiliating me. Now, calm yourself, Nars. A mere child couldn't possibly thwart you.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Kenny's brother taught me how to fish, and now I can catch really big ones. This is really fun. You're home early, dear. Is everything alright? Everything's fine. Just finished my work earlier than I thought. No reason to stay out once it's done, right? I haven't had lunch yet, though. What would you say to having tea with me? That sounds wonderful. I'll brew some right away. We're starting to ease up a little now that things have calmed down over in Crossbow. Getting off early is giving me the time to relax a bit with my wife, and that's an opportunity I'm happy to take. I'm no longer a boomer who hates his wife. I've shown real character growth. Hey, the kids are not here. Just realized something really cool. If I get into Thor's, that means I'll get to be classmates with Rosen. Maybe I should start studying for entrance exams after all. Maybe start with math, you idiot. Rosen's teaching us about the Testaments today. She's a really good teacher too, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, how's it going? Hopefully Tristan will be impacted by the old schoolhouse's current situation. We can't be too careful, I suppose. I'll be sure to remain vigilant. I actually got ask Sister Ornelia to do the same as well. Might be a good idea. I understand that's selfish of me to ask, but I would be grateful if you didn't treat me any differently now. As far as my position in the church, I care about all of you as fellow students and friends. There's no lie in that. Yeah, I know that. Really, it's hard, but I'll try not to let it affect things between us. At the end of the day, you're a student just like me, so I'm not going to turn my back on you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I got no beef with you. Regardless of my position in the church, I care about all of you as fellow students and friends. There's no lie in that. So while it may be selfish of me to ask, please try and treat me the same you always have. Could have sworn I heard the sound of a bell earlier. Perhaps it was just my imagination. Fuck bells. All my homies hate bells. Then again, given that you all look like you're up to something important, maybe I did hear something after all. Whatever you are up to, I'm sure you'll handle it very capably. Even so, I'll be praying for success. I'll be praying for Adios to watch over you. Okay. I never even thought about taking any entrance exams until now. I'm sure Dad would love it if I got into a school that offered me a scholarship or two. Please, only in my dreams did a school offer me a scholarship. It's hard to believe that it's almost the start of a new academic year at Thor's. It's only 3 years until we'll be old enough to start high school ourselves. 3 years of hard study should be more than enough to demolish the entrance exams and have my pick of where I want to enroll. I wonder if all of us could take the entrance exams at once, actually. That might be nice. I never really thought about going to a proper school, but maybe it's time to start thinking about my future. How else am I going to grow up into a fine young lady? What? I'm sure Tizzle would make it into a high school without a problem. If Kay and Rudy could actually put in the work, they could too. I don't quite see them as the schooling types, though. Children really have grown over the past year. It will be wonderful seeing them continue to approach adulthood into the next 2. And as a sister of this church, I get to watch over them the whole time. Ah, Rosen's arrived. I want to make sure she gets ready for the next lesson right away. I'm so excited to see what sort of things she'll be teaching the children today. Here's why the church can extrajudicially execute people, and why it's okay. Lessons with Rosen. Always looking after our stall at the flea market right now. It's pretty tough even getting enough together to sell. We managed to make it happen in the end. By all means, pop in and see what things you got available if you get the chance. Maybe you'll find something that'll be useful in the year ahead. Do I have like any money to sell? Not even close to enough to get the super thing? I don't really care enough to grind $200,000. Like, that's just not happening, man. Oh, good. You find yourselves more trouble to get into. Don't you guys have anything better to do with your lives? No. We don't go looking for trouble. It just has a way of finding us. Glad to see our time apart hasn't made you any less friendly. Well, whatever. This is your mess to take care of. I'm too busy for this. No way Bunkerlow is going to come in 2nd place. If I go for the 3rd horse here, this is going to be a year I win 100 times on my bet and leave Fred standing there slack-jawed. You just watch me. I feel like we shouldn't bug him right now. How nice that things have normalized to the point where he can get lost in horse racing, though. Main business on hold, but I got the horse racing to focus on. I'm guessing you don't really care what the change is up to, what's going on behind the scenes in Crossbow now anyway. Just sort of whatever trouble you gotten into the rest of us, so the rest of us can relax, would ya? I was supposed to be Annie here, but she hasn't shown up. Where is she? She isn't hurry. She's gonna miss Sunday school. She's fishing, okay? She's out fishing. It's gonna be sad to not see our classmates at the start of the next academic year, but I'm sure we'll get some lovely new neighbors to take their place. I can hardly wait to meet them all. I can even make more than we need and share the rest with Sharon. No. Don't invoke that name. I mean, there shouldn't be anybody in the dormitory, but we'll check. Ghost of Crow? Wait, wrong. He's on the other floor. My bad. Ghost of Crow? Wait, no, that was the right floor. And so turned around, I forgot the boys are on floor 2. Ghost of Crow? Nothing? Come on, you dressed up like Darth Vader for a while. You can give me a little Force Ghost. Come on. Fine. I guess you can stay abandoned for now. Anton! Can't believe I was lucky enough to run into her a 2nd time and even talk to her. Me! Maybe this really is fate, but what if I just took another trap to break my already cracked heart into pieces yet again? Oh, should we have brought Sharon with us? I don't think I've ever seen anyone more in need of help. Is something wrong? I don't recognize that uniform anywhere. Wait, do you not recognize me? Come on, you even helped me out before. I guess her face is kind of familiar. See, this is why Rena's stinky. Lloyd would remember Anton in a fucking heartbeat because he's a real G. You're Anton, right? From Lee Burrell. I think you saw you a couple times during the war, too. So you really do remember me. Whew. If I'm running into you guys, this might really be destiny after all. Destiny? There's something really super incredibly important that I'd like your help with. Are you willing to hear me out? Might end up regretting this, but sure, I'll lend you a hand if I can. Thank you. Oh, what a lucky day. This year in Erebony has led to almost nothing but trouble, but it looks like it's about to pay off after all. Am I right or am I right, Ricky? I'll say. And if you don't get to enjoy all your dreams coming true, I get to enjoy seeing them crumble around you. It's a win-win. Geez, these guys supposed to be friends? I guess everyone's different. So, how exactly do you want us to help with this win-win situation? I started a few months back when we went to your big academy festival. And lo and behold, I ended up meeting the woman of my dreams. Thing is, now that I've met her, I need your help to get to know her. Woman of your dreams? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. What inspired you to ask us, though? This matter seems a little personal for you to entrust to random strangers. Well, from what I've heard, you students with the red uniforms all live in that dormitory down the slope there, right? That's where this vision from the goddess used to work. Wait, that has to be... Oh no, trust me, there are some trees no man should try and bark up. You can't mean Sharon, can you? Yes, that's the one. Ah, Sharon, what a beautiful name. It sounds like the harps of 1,000 angels. She stole my heart the moment I saw her standing in the kitchen that fateful day. She's beautiful, she's kind, she cooks like a master chef, she's got the stunning smile, she's absolutely perfect. She's only committed a small amount of war crimes, probably. But then the war broke out right after we met, and we couldn't even say a word to her with all that going on. That's when all hope seemed lost. I ran into her right here, and she greeted me like she remembered me and everything. She remembered me, some guy who hasn't seen or heard from her in months. We're clearly destined to be together forever. Well, I mean, let's not jump to conclusions here. Okay, the gist of it is you want us to help you two get together, right? Now, this does sound fun. Kind of like that, just without the instant results. You see, you really can't hurry love. The path to any successful romance is locked and rigid with a set number of steps that need to be taken in an exacting order. It took me a long time, many failures to see that. Long time. Sounds really sad when you put it like that. Like, I kind of want to see this scene with Sharon in the party. Anyway, it's amazing luck to see her after all this time that I might never get the opportunity again. So at the very least, I want to try and get her contact info before I lose this chance forever. Please, if you'd be willing to help, I don't expect you to get anything more than her info, I swear. If we agree to help, we probably won't have a chance to get back into the old schoolhouse until we're done. See ya, sucker. Wow. Alright, fine. We'll get you her contact details and that's it. Really, oh, thank you. Oh, God, I thank you for shining your joyous light down on me at last. So, how exactly do you want us to go about this? If all you want is her contact info, it'd probably be quickest and easiest for us to just ask her outright. No, that wouldn't work at all. Didn't you hear it when I said the steps of love need to be followed in order? You set up another accidental encounter for the two of us so I can ask her myself. Whole thing's gotta feel natural, like fate brought us together several times and wants us to stay together. Uh-huh. This is gonna be a lot more complex than we expected it to be, isn't it? Any trace of natural died the minute you all got us involved. Don't worry about it. I've got the whole thing planned out already. Before we get started, I'm gonna need to get a present for her. I want to hear something that really says, thank you for picking up my handkerchief when I dropped it that one time. So it might help me choose something she'd like. I mean, if anyone knows her, it's all you, right? You should know. Can't argue with that. Might as well start with combing the shops around here and see what we can find. I'm sure we'll be able to find something perfect if we all work together. Thank you so much. Let's get started, shall we? Anton is now accompanying you. Let's go. Finally, the real main party member has taken over. Do I have an autosave? Okay, take me back. Actually, take me to the dang old schoolhouse. I'm just interested to see how the dialogue plays out if you have her in your party. We should also maybe bring Elisa. That would be kind of fun. Anyone else in particular we feel like we should bring? Yeah, sure. Let's roll this. I just feel like there could maybe be some decent dialogue between these characters in regard to our buddy Anton. It's been a while since the last man away here to Trista. Here's hoping the trip turns out to be as memorable as the last one. Oh, he probably won't do the quest until Sharon. Okay. Oh my, how lovely to see you again. Yeah, you too. Well, I think this got really awkward all of a sudden. So are you, never mind. As long as Sharon's here, he's not gonna be too uncomfortable to talk with us. Okay, that's a good way to... I was wondering how they were gonna handle that. But that makes sense. We did get to see something different there. We'll try the conversation with these characters, though. Again. It's a very neat detail that it seems like everyone has at least a couple lines of dialogue for this random side quest. I don't want to skip through it too fast, just in case. Sharon? She's gulping? I'm gonna assume he's unaware of her ties to Ouroboros. That wouldn't deter Anton. You think Anton's afraid of Ouroboros? Ouroboros is afraid of Anton. Sounds like you've hit a few speed bumps in your road to romance. Yeah. See us? The fact that Reem would even dare say this to Anton. Lloyd would never say that. Probably. I mean, maybe he would. Oh, I missed that. Something about contact info. From Elisa. Finding a good gift for her isn't going to be an easy task, though. Yeah, maybe Elisa will give us some bonus points. Maybe she can tell us what she likes. Oh, Class 7. Nice to see you all again. It's been hectic at the station since the end of the war, what with the trouble in Crossbound, the inconsistent trains. Things suddenly feel like they're getting back into a manageable condition. Then things will be back to normal by the time Thor's graduation ceremony rolls around. I want to be able to see everyone off after all. Spring truly is the season of new beginnings. Many of Thor's students will begin new chapters in their lives elsewhere, but soon others will take their place. I can hardly wait to see all the new faces that will enter our town in just a few weeks' time. What am I doing? Predicting the outcome of the spring races, of course. They're the first races of the year, so they give us a pretty good idea what to expect for the rest of it. I wish she was still around to do this with me. Well, gotta make do with what you got, right? On the bright side, Dolly's not here right now, so I can take it easy. Knowing Crowley's probably up there in heaven doing the same thing I am right now. Sure hope he is, at least. Don't make me say it, man. Don't make me do it. Crow was gonna blow up his whole entire city and kill hundreds, if not thousands of people. I mean, I know he didn't technically follow through, but he still has the blood of many on his hands at the end of the day. Looking for a present for Sharon, are we? Well, I've got just the book. It's called Food of the Imperial Court. As the name would suggest, it's about food served in the Imperial Court. I was going to recommend it to her next time she came in here anyway. A book about cooking really does sound like it'd be up her alley. She does spend a lot of time studying new recipes. I could see her getting some real use out of that. Just think of it, the two of us cooking together from a book like this. This is an idea with real potential, so many possibilities. So is this book the one? Should this get the ring seal of approval? Not yet, not yet. Good point. It's an awesome book. Let's not jump the gun here. There might be a better gift somewhere else. The search continues. My, you're looking for a present for the young lady of your affections, are you? How sweet, I'm almost jealous. Well, when we say young lady, what we really mean is, in that case, why not suggest a grand rose, or perhaps even a bouquet of them? That'd be a good choice. You know what? You know what those are, right? Just ask him, because I didn't. Yeah, I heard of them. They're supposed to represent passionate romance. I receive more of them than I can count my beloved first-year kid. God, stop saying that. Just the word passionate romance if they're offering makes you kind of blush. But that would be too direct, too forward. Maybe there are better ways for me to convey my feelings for. Feelings on the fence about buying this one. Should I push him over or pull him back? Probably hold off. That's a good idea. We shouldn't rush into something so important. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's two ways to spin it. A, roses are too direct, but at the same time, maybe he needs to be direct. Maybe that's exactly what Anton needs to make it go home, right? Because that was the problem he ran into with Fran, was that he wasn't direct enough, man. He wasn't direct enough. Searching for a present for a lady, are you? Might I suggest this beautiful one-piece dress? It's the true star of our spring lineup. I don't know anything about women's fashion, so I doubt it'll be much help here. Sharon strikes you the kind of woman who could look attractive wearing a paper bag, though. Yeah, it might work, but I don't know. It feels kind of embarrassing buying women's clothing, too. He hasn't too sold on the whole idea, but she might like it. Should I talk him into it? Kind of weird to be like, hey, oh, dang, sorry, ran into you. Here's a dress. How about them digits, though? Yeah, you're right. We don't want to rush into this. We might find something better, but yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be very natural. If you're just like, hey, let's bump into each other, and then, you know, while I'm trying to pick up the stuff that I knocked down in like a romantic anime trope, you're also like, hey, here's this fucking dress. Wear it for me, please. Looking for a present for a gal you got your eye on. I remember when I was young. 50 years ago. I'll tell you what, why don't you try this floral tea set a try? It's covered in pretty flowers any lady should have loved, and it was made right here in the Empire, so you know it's top notch. Oh, this is really pretty. Certainly is. The craftsmanship on the cups and saucers is exceptional. I wouldn't call myself a pro when it comes to tea sets, but I do know that I'd love for Sharon to have something so elegant whenever she made a cup of tea. I'd love it even more if she was making tea for us to share. How that'd be pure bliss. I'm going to drag him back her fantasy before he gets stuck in there forever. So far, I kind of like the tea set. It's like tea set or book. Book is like a little, I don't know. Kind of like, hey, learn to cook for me. Hey. I don't know, it just comes across as a little, no, eh. The tea set, though, kind of the same vibe, but let me get this straight. Because then I'm liking the tea set so far. So let me get this straight. You're here to buy a present for that maid who used to work at your dorm. For a guy like that, I found this thing in storage the other day. It might just work. Storage? Okay, what is it? An antique bracelet. Made of wood, and it's pretty neat. Nice color and texture and all, so it's got some gift potential. Maybe. If you replace the jewel that fell off it, it looked great. Looks sort of plain without it, but it's still a nice kind of plain. You're not trying to pawn stuff you can't sell on a poor, misguided young man looking for love, are you? I don't think a bracelet with no jewel is going to set the heart racing. I really want to get her something she'll love, and I'm just going to buy any old thing. I wouldn't buy that as a gift for my worst enemy, so I feel kind of bad to recommend that he does, but bro, this feels like the right answer. It feels like the right answer. I'm saving, and we're giving her a dusty-ass bracelet, and that's not just because I dislike Sharon, it's because I genuinely feel like it's the right answer. There are plain bracelets out there. The wood's nice. She might like it. Yeah, maybe it's definitely not what I had in mind, but maybe the element of surprise will help here. Mind wrapping it up for me? No sweat. You took it off my hands. With Sharon's present decided, they regrouped in the park. Yeah, because especially with the whole, like, complete happenstance, because you just having, like, a dusty old bracelet and then being like, hey, hold on to this, you know? That comes across as more genuine than, like, bumping into someone and being like, hey, here's an antique tea set I just happen to have on me for no reason whatsoever. Once they were all clear on the particulars, they began part 2 of the operation, getting Sharon to the park. Is that you, Sharon? It's me, Elisa. Lady Elisa, how lovely to hear from you. May I help you in some way? Actually, there's something we'd like you to help with. You're still in the old schoolhouse, right? Also, I feel like Anton's gonna have a hard time bumping into her. like, on, like, a literal level. Because if he tries to bump into her, she's just gonna dodge and he's gonna fall on his face. Would you be able to come to the park and Trista? We'll meet you there. But of course, I would come to meet you no matter where you were in Zamura, and be there in 3 minutes or less for that matter. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, we'll see you there. It might take us longer than 3 minutes to get there. Don't stand around waiting and being creepy if you don't see us. You can go pass the time somewhere else. Very well, so I'll see you shortly then. That takes care of one big part of the plan. Shouldn't be too long now. Think you're ready for this, Anton? As am I ever. My plan is foolproof. Aaron's got to cross that bridge to get into the park. So I wait for the perfect moment, walk around that corner by the florist, and start crossing it myself. Once we end up bumping into each other, I'll say hello, then casually invite her to join me for a cup of tea. While we sit and talk and have a great time, I'll give her my present. Before we split up, I'll ask her for her contact details. And then later, I hit her with a WYD. See, the plan's flawless. Not a single thing could go wrong. Thanks to you guys, I even got the perfect present for her, too. I'm kind of bad for tricking her, but I'm sure she'd forgive us for a little white lie like this. And then now, but see if this all works out. There's a reason I always have a plan B. We are pitted against Erebonia's most capable maid, after all. And Sharon's about as unpredictable as they come. Don't you worry about me, I can handle this just fine. It's been a long, hard journey to get this far, but my painful failures have only helped prepare me for this. Heina, friend, look at me now. I won't let your objections to me be completely in vain. We're clearly dealing with a true veteran here. Just ignore them, we'll be keeping an eye on you from afar. Here's hoping you're successful. Thanks guys, I'll give it my best shot. In this episode of Trails of Cold Steel, Anton fucking dies. Several minutes later, a lone figure appeared on the bridge. Is it Gilgamesh? Mightn't there be a battle on a bridge that some would describe as big? Also, when you say bridge, I guess there is a bridge there. I don't really think of it as a bridge, but there she is, Anton. Go, go, go! Right, let's do this. Step 1, the chance encounter. Sorry, I was ready to you, didn't I? Oh dear, my apologies. Shouldn't have paid more attention to where I was going. Not at all. Should have looked to see if there's anybody on the bridge. Yeah, the bridge. Hold on, I recognize you. Ah, yes, you're the one I encountered in front of the station earlier. We're certainly running into each other a lot today, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. Boy, coincidences sure are funny things. I mean, what are the odds that would happen? It's wild. I gotta think of it. I never introduced myself. Did ya? I'm Anton, a traveler from Libero. I'm stuttering on purpose. It's not because I can't read. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Anton. My name is Sharon Kruger, and I'm the caretaker of the Class 7 dormitory. Well, I won't be in Trista much longer. I do hope we might meet each other again during our remaining time here. The pleasure's all mine. Anton. Me, Anton. Still, now that you've run into each other again, would you maybe like to get a cup of tea and talk for a while? With me specifically? Well, I'm flattered by your offer. I'm meeting some people who are very dear to me. I simply couldn't make them wait. You also have to spare a little time, surely. I mean, you're only a little ways from the park where you're meeting them. Anton, you don't know that she's meeting us in the park. Anton, we sit at the seats outside the cafe. You have a clear view too. There's no way you can miss them. And I'll treat you. I really want to do something to thank you for giving me my handkerchief that one time. So please. I suppose you're right. Perhaps we could pass the time together until they arrive. Come on, I mean, there's no way Sharon's falling for this shit, right? So I am rather curious as to how you knew I'll be meeting them in the park. Just like you guessed, really. You were walking in that general direction. It's a popular meeting spot. So, anyway, shall we get going? Well, he managed to invite her to the cafe, at least. I'm getting big deja vu energy here, and he's planning on sitting and drinking tea with her in that state. Can you really pull this off? I can't blame you for being worried. Well, all we can do is keep an eye on him and see how things play out. Looks like they just... Oh no, are they gonna do the exact same thing from Azure? Where, actually, was the Anton quest in Azure or was that in Zero? I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. But... where Sharon's gonna start talking about how devoted she is to Elisa and the Rhineford family, and then Anton's gonna think she's talking about like a boyfriend or something? Boom! Step 2 completed. That was a perfectly natural cafe invite. Yes, very natural. Now comes the hard part, but I know I can do this. Master Anton, is something wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Me? It's nothing. I mean to ask, when we ran into each other the first time today, it seemed like you recognized me. Did you, or am I mistaken in that? I certainly did. As I recall, we met at the Academy Festival last year, did we not? I remember you dropping your handkerchief and me returning it to you. You really did remember me. Oh, I'm not sure I could forget our encounter, but I tried. It proved to be a very memorable one. I dare say few would denigrate themselves into such an uncontrollable sobbing on their friend's shoulder after having a handkerchief returned. I suppose it's just as well I returned the handkerchief when I did, even if it did end up soaking wet as a result. I was so amazed that a woman as kind and beautiful as you existed that I couldn't help myself. Once I reduced my handkerchief to an ugly, useless, soggy mess, you were even gracious enough to offer me yours. I'll never forget the kindness you showed me that day, not in a million years. You really needn't make such a big a deal out of it. I could hardly stand by and watch you cry in public without a usable handkerchief, could I? It's kind of embarrassing when you put it like that. How can that man live with himself? You never know, he might end up tickling some woman's maternal instincts one day. Looks like Sharon has a pretty good impression of him, though. Surprising, yeah? He might actually be able to get her contact details after all. As Anton and Sharon sat and talked, Anton gradually began to relax and start talking naturally. After a while... Oh. Something's up. Oh, I'm all out of tea. As am I. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? I still think I should probably be leaving now. Hold on, couldn't you stay us a little longer? We could always order more tea, that's the problem. I'll pay for it and everything. I appreciate your offer, but considering the people I was supposed to meet have yet to arrive, I'm starting to worry. Should they be in trouble, it's my duty to find them and extricate them from it myself. I'm sure they're just fine, though. What should I do? I still got 5 more steps to clear before I can ask her contact info. Well, Master Anton, if you'll excuse me, I very much enjoyed our time together. I should take care of the payment myself, so by all means, please stay here and relax to your heart's content. Wait, there's something I need to give you first. It's a little thank you present for returning the handkerchief and something for you to remember our meeting here by. Is this an ornamental bracelet? Thank you, I appreciate the thought. Damn, what was I thinking? There's no way she'd ever be happy with the incomplete bracelet. I just made her feel awkward. But, like, what if it, like, she... Only one thing to do now. Time for the final step. Coolly, calmly, and casually ask for her contact details. Sharon, can I ask you a favor? What favor would that be, Master Anton? I love you. Please go out with me. Okay, maybe a better way to do it. What? Where'd that come from? What happened to just asking for her contact info? And someone made to draw this conversation straight into a wall. Big gamble. I'm not sure it's gonna pay off here. Still, he said it now. He can't take it back. What's gonna happen next? Oh, I'm getting shivers of excitement. Oh, what have I done? That's not what I was gonna ask her at all. I've gone and ruined everything after coming so far, too. My Master Anton. Oh, adios. I knew it. She doesn't know how to react. I knew this would happen. This is always what happens. I set on a new journey to change myself, but here I am making the same mistakes as I always do. I haven't changed one iota. This right, I never will. I'm gonna be doomed to keep repeating the same failures over and over and over again. Time to drag my carcass back to Ricky again. We might as well just pack it up and go home. Please don't look so upset. I'm very happy to know how you feel about me. Come again? It must have taken a great deal of courage to confess something like that to me and some devotion to prepare your chance to. This is an experience I can claim to have ever had before, but perhaps it's one of the many forms that love can take. If it is, it's a beautiful one. Unfortunately, there are already people to whom I have pledged my love and devotion. so I'm afraid I cannot return your feelings. But with the courage you've shown today, I'm certain you will one day find the happiness you deserve. Fucking, it's too hot for the game, man. Can't show what happened or else it'd be rated, fucking NC-18 or whatever. Should we ever have the opportunity, I will be delighted to share another cup of tea with you someday. Please pass on my regards to Class 7-2. Also, I mixed the movie and the game ratings up. I think it's AO-18 for games and NC-17 for movies, but you get the gist of the joke, okay? I just had to go back and clarify for someone's like, oh, actually... Wonder how many seconds it took her to figure out we were involved. That's our Sharon, alright? She's just the worst. Giving him a kiss and sending him away was pretty harsh even for her. But it was very her. Turned again and again. It feels kind of weird though. I don't want to be crushed right now, but this time I feel refreshed. All things considered, after a proclamation of love like that, I don't think things could have gone any better. Now, these are the kind of romantic trysts I want to have one day. Shut up, Alphen. You probably don't want to hear this from someone younger than you, but there's other fish out there in the sea. I'm sure that things will work out for you in the end. Best of luck with your future romances. The harder you work at this, the better luck you'll have. Don't give up. I really can't thank you guys enough for all you've done for me today. I do have this, though, which might be a start. Take it. You've earned it. Thanks. Oh, my man, my heart's still aflutter from the whole thing. I'll never get the feeling of that kiss. It'll inspire me to find my true love forever and ever. Right now, I just need to decide where to go next. Sounds like you're all done here. Ricky, guess what? Something amazing happened to me. So it seems. Want to grab something to eat and you can tell me all about it. You know what? I'll treat you today. Really? Thanks. Perfect timing too. I just blew the last of my money on a present and a bunch of tea. Well, see you guys. Take care. You too. Here's hoping we run into each other again someday, but she said she'd pay for the tea. Alright, that pushed us over oh, we got an achievement. But that pushed us over an hour, so we will go ahead and stop. Next video, we will finish up our talking for the last few places left, which I guess is just the cafe and the radio station and the goods store. And then we'll go back and try and finish up the Reverie Corridor. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.